Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Swahili ebook before it's gone.
Welcome to SwahiliPod101.com's Kiswahili kwa dakika tatu, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Swahili. Hamjamboni, mimi ni Medina. Shukran kwa kuungana na mimi katika kipindi hii. Hi everybody, I'm Medina. Thank you for joining me. In this series, you're going to learn basic Swahili expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. And in this first lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Swahili. You learn both an informal and formal way to do it. But unlike many other languages, there is not a very big difference between informal and formal speech in Swahili. First, let's see how Kenyan people introduce themselves in an informal situation. Habari, mimi ni Medina. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Hi, I'm Medina. Nice to meet you. Habari, mimi ni Medina. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Let's break it down. Start with the greeting. Habari, then mimi ni, which is followed by your name. Next, say the phrase, Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Nice to meet you. All together, it is, Habari, mimi ni Medina. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. And now, let's see the same sentence in formal speech. Shikamoo. Jina langu ni Medina Maraka. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Hello, my name is Medina Maraka. Nice to meet you. Shikamoo. Jina langu ni Medina Maraka. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. So, what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a closer look at these together. It's important to note that habari can be used in both casual and formal settings. However, it is more formal and respectful to use the word shikamoo, especially when addressing an older person. Shikamoo implies good day or simply hello. You will notice that the section mimi ni for I am changes to jina langu ni Medina for my name is Medina. During a formal self-introduction, it is advisable to mention your last name. So, I will say, my name is Medina Maraka. Here, you'll say your full name. Finally, Nina furaha kukutana na wewe is the same for both. This phrase means, nice to meet you. One more time. The informal way to introduce yourself in Swahili is, Habari, mimi ni Medina. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. And the formal way to introduce yourself is, Shikamoo. Jina langu ni Medina Maraka. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Now, it's time for Medina's insights. When introducing yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands. Usually, the right hand is slightly supported by the left hand. If you're concerned about politeness, a slight bend forward while shaking the hand adds a sign of respect in the Kenyan business world. However, if you speak too formally, people will think you sound unnatural. In Kenya, simplicity is best. Do you know how to say thank you in Swahili? You'll learn how to say this and many other words in the next Kiswahili kwa dakika tatu. Thanks for dropping by and see you next time. Kwaheri, tuonane tena.
Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, how's your mother? After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about well-being and ask how someone is doing. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Conversation About Family Well-Being PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Habari ya mama yako. Ako sawa.
Once more with the English translation.
Habari ya mama yako.
How's your mother?
Ako sawa.
She's fine. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, how's your mother? That's,
Habari ya mama yako.
listen to it again.
Habari ya mama yako. Habari ya mama yako.
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Ako.
state of well-being. But it translates as she is state of well-being in English. For example, she's fine.
Ako sawa. Ako sawa.
Here are a few expressions related to well-being that you can use with this pattern. Great,
Bora. Bora.
fine,
Sawa. Sawa.
so-so,
Kabisa kabisa. Kabisa kabisa.
bad,
Mbaya. Mbaya.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Habari ya mama yako. Ako bora. Habari ya mama yako. Ako kabisa kabisa. Habari ya mama yako. Ako mbaya.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, how's your mother?
Habari ya mama yako.
Imagine she's great. Do you remember how to say great?
Bora. Bora.
Say, she's great.
Ako bora.
Now, answer the question saying she's great.
Habari ya mama yako. Ako bora.
Now imagine she's so-so. Do you remember how to say so-so?
Kabisa kabisa. Kabisa kabisa.
Say, she's so-so.
Ako kabisa kabisa.
Now, answer the question saying she's so-so.
Habari ya mama yako. Ako kabisa kabisa.
Now imagine she's bad. Do you remember how to say bad?
Mbaya. Mbaya.
Say, she's bad.
Ako mbaya.
Now answer the question saying she's bad.
Habari ya mama yako. Ako mbaya.
In this lesson, you learn new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to talk about well-being. You're now able to talk about how someone is feeling like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell me how you are today. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Yeah, welcome everyone. It's Medina again. Welcome to Swahili Pod 101. Today, we are going to look at the top 25 phrases in Swahili. Let's have fun. Jambo. Hello. Okay, the first phrase is jambo. Hello. Jambo. Jambo is one of the most simple greetings in Kenya. Anyone can use it at any time. In fact, we love using it with tourists. Please visit Kenya and just say jambo. Habari za asubuhi. Good morning. Okay, the next phrase is habari za asubuhi. Good morning. Habari za asubuhi. We often wake up tired sometimes in the morning, but it doesn't cost to say habari za asubuhi. Good morning. Habari za mchana. Good afternoon. The next phrase is habari za mchana. Good afternoon. Habari za mchana. You know, in the afternoon when you meet someone, you're like, oh, habari za mchana. Habari means news. So you're trying to ask someone, okay, how is your afternoon? Tell me anything that is happening in your afternoon. Usiku mwema. Good night. Usiku mwema. Good night. Usiku mwema. Good night. Yes, it's time to sleep. I sometimes look forward to that time. And you know, I look forward to saying good night to my friends or to my family or to my whatever person who is there. Jina lako nani? What's your name? Jina lako nani? What's your name? Jina lako nani? It's an obvious question whenever we meet with people, especially when you want to know who they are. It's polite to know someone's name, right? Do you like being called by your name? Yeah, that's why this phrase is very important. Jina lako nani? Mimi naitwa. Mimi naitwa Medina. My name is Medina. Mimi naitwa Medina. Now, this is actually an answer to the previous question, Jina lako nani? What's your name? Now, you have to keep this in mind that, you know, if you use this word frequently, you'll be able to tell people about your name. You'll be able to tell people your name. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Nice to meet you. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Nice to meet you. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Nice to meet you. I mean, it's really polite. I always feel like energized when someone says, nice to meet you. It can be awkward when someone says, oh, I did not want to meet you, you know, but we rarely hear that. Just use that word, nice to meet you. Habari gani? How are you? Habari gani? How are you? Habari in Swahili means news. And gani means what? So what news? Actually, what you're trying to ask here is like, what do you have? I mean, what is all about your life right now in a polite way, you know? Then someone will say, mzuri, or it's okay. They will not go on telling you whatever is happening all around, but you know, they'll just say it's fine or not good, you know? So it's an important phrase. Niko salama, asante, na wewe? I am fine, thanks. And you? Niko salama, asante. Fine, thanks. And you? Niko salama, asante means, oh, I'm fine. Literally, that is what it means. I'm fine, thank you. Then you take it back. What about you? You are concerned about the person who is asking you, you know? If you just say, oh, I'm fine, thanks, then you keep quiet, you know? I mean, we do that sometimes, but you know, sometimes you want to show concern, so you ask, na wewe, and you? Tafadhali, please. Tafadhali, please. It's a magic word all around the world. So tafadhali is one of those words that you want to embrace when you visit Kenya. Tafadhali, whenever you're asking a favor, just say tafadhali. Excuse me, tafadhali, tafadhali. That's one great word you need to remember. Asante, thank you. Asante, thank you. It's also one of the magic words that relates to tafadhali, please. You know, asante is like you're appreciating whatever favor you received from someone who did you a favor. So it's also one of those words you like to embrace whenever and wherever. Karibu, you're welcome. Karibu, you're welcome. Karibu. Karibu is one of the most common words used in Kenya. For example, when someone knocks your door, you'll say, oh, karibu. That means come in, or welcome, actually. Then, in some circumstance, when someone gives you something, you'll say thank you, right? Now, the person who is giving you will say karibu. Karibu means welcome. So it can be a joke, but you know what? You can go and ask them, or you can go and ask as many favors as you can, because they said karibu. I mean, that's a joke. You don't have to take it seriously, though. Dio, yes. Dio, yes. Dio. Dio is a response. Whenever someone asks a question, you can say Dio if it's a positive answer, to the question. It depends. You know, there are the yes, no questions. Yeah, that is where it lies. Dio. Umefika Kenya? Dio. Umekula chakula? Dio. Umefika Kenya means, have you arrived in Kenya? You'll say yes, which is Dio. Have you eaten food? Umekula chakula? You'll say Dio, yes. Hapana, no. Hapana, no. Hapana. Hapana is an answer to the yes-no question, just like Dio. Dio means yes, as we looked at it previously. Now here it's no. Umefika Kenya? Hapana. Have you arrived in Kenya? No. Umekula chakula? Have you eaten food? No. Hapana. Sawa. Okay. Sawa. Okay. Sawa. Okay. Sawa. Sawa is used to acknowledge that you agree to whatever has been said. For example, you can say, Sawa, nimeelewa maelezo yako. Okay, I've understood the explanation. Niwie radhi. Excuse me. Niwie radhi. Excuse me. Niwie radhi. This is a very handy word, especially when you want someone to excuse you for something. Niwie radhi. Naweza angalia mzigo wako? Excuse me, can I check your bag? Samahani. I'm sorry. Samahani. I am sorry. Samahani. Samahani is also one of those polite words that you really need to remember. It comes handy when you make a mistake. Samahani, nimechelewa. I'm very sorry that I'm late. Ni saa ngapi? What time is it? Ni saa ngapi? What time is it? Ni saa ngapi? Of course, you'll want to know time. If you cannot see the time, probably there's no wall clock around, or perhaps your phone is off to check, or perhaps you forgot your wristwatch. You'll ask your friend, Ni saa ngapi? Msala ni wapi? Where is the restroom? Msalani ni wapi? Where is the restroom? Msalani ni wapi? Now, for real, you may need this word really, especially if nature keeps calling on you. You know, you may want to ask, hey, tafadhali, msalani ni wapi? Excuse me, where is the restroom? Subiri kidogo. Wait a moment. Subiri kidogo. Wait a moment. Subiri kidogo. When you're caught up doing something and someone asks for a favor, you may use this word. Just a moment. Subiri kidogo. Bei ya hii ni nini? How much is this? Bei ya hii ni nini? How much is this? Bei ya hii ni nini? How much is this? Bei ya hii ni nini? Now, he there stands for the thing that you want to buy. For example, you can say, Bei ya hii nguo ni nini? How much is this dress? Saidia, help. Saidia, help. Saidia. Saidia! Imagine you're drowning. What will you do? You'll shout, Saidia! Help! When you're in trouble, this word comes in handy. I think you may want to use it. Tuonane baadaye. See you later. Tuonane baadaye. See you later. Tuonane baadaye. After you meet with your friend, you have a chat with her or him, you'll definitely say, bye, see you later, when you're parting. I think it's also one of those polite words that you may want to add to your list. Kwaheri, goodbye. Kwaheri, goodbye. Kwaheri, goodbye. Kwaheri. Now, kwaheri reminds me of those toughest moments in my life, when I went abroad to study and my family was back in my country. The toughest moments was when we were parting. I will never want to say kwaheri. I will never want to say goodbye. I will never even want to utter it out, but I will just say it with tears rolling down my cheeks. Yeah, kwaheri. It's a good word to use whenever you're parting. Sijui, I don't know. Sijui, I don't know. Sijui. This is a word that you'll use when you acknowledge that for sure you're not sure about the answer to the question or to the situation that is happening at the moment. Some people think it's impolite to say sijui, especially when you're asking for directions. They'll try to give you information which might be wrong to show that they are polite. So you got to be careful. Thank you so much for staying with us until the end of this video. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, do not forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to visit SwahiliPod101.com. Kwaheri! See you again!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Swahili ebook before it's gone.